Good morning. How are you? Hope you had a great weekend. I did. I had a really good weekend. And I was able to see my grandbaby in her first beauty pageant. So that was a fun day. All right, let's go ahead and get started. And let me go ahead and share with you what is the weekly word, okay, for the week of March 8th through the 12th. And our word is demonstrate. And you may have heard this word before, and you may have seen it in some of your directions that you read. So we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about demonstrate. It's DEMONSTRATE. Excuse me, showing you the wrong picture. Demonstrate. I wanted to show you the pronunciation and how many syllables, okay? Demonstrate. How many syllables? Demonstrate. 3 syllables, okay? And it is a verb. It is an action word. So we're going to talk a little bit of what kind of action we're talking about, okay? So the dictionary.com definition is to describe, explain, or illustrate by examples, specimens, experiments, etc. The Merriam-Webster.com definition is to illustrate or explain, especially with many examples. So if you demonstrate something, you're going to show about it using many examples. And my definition is just kind of in a little simpler terms, to show or explain using examples, okay? So that breaks it down into a little bit easier words to understand. To show you something using examples, or to show you something, show you how to do something. You're going to demonstrate something. So let's talk about synonyms, words that mean almost the same as the word demonstrate. So first one, show. That's an easy synonym. I need to show you this. I need to demonstrate to you. Prove. If you are demonstrating to someone, you might be proving to them about how something works, how something is the way it is, why it is the way it is. So that also could be another synonym, is the word prove. The other word is explain. You are explaining something. You are explaining how to do something, or explaining how something works if you're demonstrating. So one of the easiest ways to think about demonstrating is maybe through a science experiment. And I'm gonna show you a picture of that in just a few minutes. I only have one antonym, and that's disprove, which would be the opposite of prove. So if you want to prove something, that means you're going to show, why it is the way it is. Disprove, that means you're going to find reasons that it's not that way, okay? So that's the opposite. When I'm looking up the words, I always find there's some of the pictures, and there's a website called thesaurus.plus, and so these come up quite a few times, and I like them. There's pictures of some dinosaurs, there's these pigeons, but anyway, so they talk about synonyms or antonyms for the word that I'm looking for. So it says, what are other words for demonstrate? So here's a few that we've already mentioned: show, explain to, describe to, teach, that's a good one, instruct, train, guide, illustrate to, give instructions to, or showing. So I included this picture because it's just another good illustration, or another good list of some more synonyms that I don't have on my window, okay? Now, this picture here is not about density. Our word is not density, okay? But this picture was to show and demonstrate an experiment about density. So here's what the sentence says. The students demonstrate how their science, it should be science experiment, excuse me. I think I left that one out when I redid the sentence. Science experiment about density. Maybe I changed it around. The students demonstrate how their science experiment about density works. I went and changed the sentence actually, so I need to reword that. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it's supposed to read. So this block over here, they have the same mass. Both of these objects have the same mass, but they have 2 different amounts of density. So that illustration, that picture is showing or demonstrating how, how is density, what is the concept of density about, okay? So I thought that was kind of a good picture to demonstrate a science experiment, or, just a small experiment to show about density. All right, I have a couple of books that whenever I am looking and researching about the words, I also look for library books in here that maybe either have the word, our word of the week in the title, or they actually, might mention the word, inside the book. So here is one, whenever I did my search on demonstrate, how a seed grows. So this book, the whole book, is about demonstrating, showing how a seed grows. Now, I'm going to skip the front because someone did not treat the book very nicely and marked up some pages. But a seed is a little plant, so it kind of starts out with an introduction, and then it goes and it shows you each picture, okay, and talks about more seeds. So it's showing you how does that seed become what? How it becomes a plant, okay? So the whole book is about a demonstration. I'm going to flip, keep going, okay? So that is an excellent example of the word demonstrate. Here's another one, and this is actually, so this is a nonfiction book about demonstrate, and then this is a fiction text, Song and Dance Man, and the reason that the word demonstrate is with this book is because Grandpa was showing his grandchildren how he used to be a dancer and how he did his dances. He's demonstrating about those dances. So here we go. It says faded posters of Grandpa when he was young hang on the walls. So here he goes up into his box and says we try on the hats and pretend we're dancing. Then Grandpa puts on and he shows like he's got a spotlight on himself. And so he's demonstrating to the children the dances that he used to know. So he's showing his grandchildren about. So there he is. So that's called the Song and Dance Man, and that's another example of the word demonstrate. All right, I think that might be all that I have for demonstrate this week. And again, it means to show or explain using examples. So in this book, he was showing how to dance, and he was using his examples of when he was a dancer from before. This is using an example of the whole book is about how does a seed turn into a plant. That's an example, okay, of a demonstration. So we can take the word demonstrate and turn it into the word demonstration. So demonstrate is a verb. If I put ation on the end, it becomes a noun. So I believe that's it. Here is our other picture that had the synonyms in it. So if you come to the library this week, ask me for one of these, and I will let you take a copy. I will let you make one of the vocabulary visuals, the word windows, out of any of the words that I have talked to you about in your age group, okay, in your grade level group, which is grades 3 and 4. So come see me, come get one of these. I'd like for you to fill it out because I want to display those. I'm going to be moving the vocabulary bulletin board up into the main hallway because I'm just kind of outgrowing it over here. It's filled up. So come see me, come get one, and also tell me what's the word of the week for this week. Hope you have an extraordinary week. Talk to you later. Bye.